Guys, in today's video, I'm going to show you guys the exact tracking system you guys need to scale past multiple 5 figures a month, okay? You guys better listen. First of all, here you have the top of funnel, then followed by the middle funnel, and then you have the bottom funnel at the end, right? Now, yes, in the beginning, the top funnel attracts a lot of leads, which you see the small circles right here. Then when it goes down from the middle funnel, the leads start getting lower and lower. But the reason why is not because you might say that your system is bad. And in some cases, it might be that if it just goes from like, let's say 50 interested to 2 interested, okay? But let's say it's like 50 are interested, and then 30 book the call, right? And that's very normal, guys, because not everyone is qualified for a program. Okay, guys, you guys have to understand, not everyone is qualified for a program. Now, let's start with the top of funnel, okay? Here you have your content creation, and then you have the interest that comes with it, okay? So let's take my reel, for example, okay? It attracted some questions, okay? Some could be in my DMs, and then some could be directly in the reel. Whoever takes care of it, the DMs or the VA, whatever you want to call it, okay? Whoever takes care, you guys have to tell them, listen, the most common questions that pops up, put it in a tracker sheet, because that will help you with your future content, right? Because those questions you can help feed your future content. Basically, that's how it works, okay? So they would put it in a track sheet just like this, right? Just so that you would have, first of all, guys, you would have the real title, and then you would have the comments, and then you would have also stuff like how many interactions it got, how many likes it got, to see which reels you double down on, which reels you don't double down on, guys, okay? There's a lot of stuff that comes with tracking. It's not just the most common questions. You guys have to understand this, okay? Make sure you guys have a tracker sheet, okay? It could be Notion, it could be Google Sheets. But Notion is much better. Now, let's go to middle of funnel, okay? Here, you have the qualified leads, and you have the book calls, right? Because top of funnel, you got rid of all the people who weren't qualified. How did you do that? First of all, those who GM'd you, right? Straight away, guys, straight away. This is something you guys have to do, okay? Let's say, for example, James, okay? I'm gonna write his name weird, okay? James DM'd you, okay? Straight away, your DM setter has to know, okay, James DM'd you, from which reel, and to know from which reel, obviously some reels could have some a CTA attached to it, right? If you're interested, DM audit. Okay, let's say your setter has to just track every conversation, guys. And you know why it's important to track every conversation? Because one missing piece of it, let's say it goes until the payment, just one missing piece, I promise you guys, one missing piece, you guys are not going to know where your money came from, you guys are not going to know where your client came from, and you guys are definitely not going to scale. I promise you guys that, okay? Tracking is very important, and I can't emphasize how important that is. I don't know why it gets me mad by saying how important it is. Honestly, guys, you have James right here. Your DM setter tracked your conversation. How they tracked it? You can track it with Notion, which is way better than Google Sheets, but you can use Google Sheets. It's beginner friendly. Okay. Now you know what the most common problem is when it comes to your DM setter talking to future clients. That you can fix in the future, right? So you know which DM setter is not performing well, okay? Now, and also you can know what the most common questions are when you pop up, so that you can, once again, guys, that could feed your future content, okay? Don't forget that. Let's say James is interested, okay? You send him a form to see if he's qualified, okay? If he's qualified for your program. Now, before the call takes place, guys, what do you guys have to do? Okay, and if you guys saw my last video, you guys would know. Okay, you guys would know. You guys have to send a video related problem to them. Let's say you're a trading coach, okay? So you're selling a trading program, and then James is a beginner. You can't send them a video related to someone who's already making $30,000 a month trading forex. I don't know, okay, whatever it is, okay? Because James is not gonna understand any of it. You have to send him a beginner friendly video so that it's related to his problem, right? Because guys, so you guys have to make sure your setters, whatever, those who take care of the DMs, you guys have to make sure they send the proper related video to the future client, because that could determine everything, guys. And what would that do? That would make them comfortable right before the call, and that would make them know you right before the call, so that would make them trust you. You could also, by the way, send them values about yourself, videos about yourself, videos talking about who you are, so that you can send them both, so that they can know who you are first, and they can get more unstressed, you know, like they can get less stressful right before the call, right? Because they're not talking to a stranger, they're talking to someone they already know. And it would be better if they watched their content, and obviously it says they should watch 7 hours of content before converting, so it would be much better. Now, you guys know that you guys have to send a video related problem. Now, when the call takes place, how do you track a call? People say they like recording the whole call to see what the problems were. Now, you could do that in the beginning, but you don't really need it, guys, unless you're testing your sales team. Or you can be on the call yourself, right? And just listen to it. but you don't really need to record the whole call. What you need to do, which is important, which is what you need to do as a leader, so that you know who joined and who not joined. You need to make sure this is your duo right here. This is the A plus duo. I'm being so honest with you guys, okay? Calendly tells you if whenever it takes place, if the person joined, when it ended, if the person did not join. Okay, so you guys know who joined, who not joined. And obviously Zoom comes in and that's where you guys take the call on, okay? Now you have, after that, you have the form, okay? So the form comes in when you guys converted, okay? When you guys made sure that they became your client right now, okay? So you have the form. Now what the form is, obviously the form right here is type form. That's the best way you guys can make a form, trust me, okay? The form right here is like a questionnaire form. So basically you're like, oh, where did you find me? What content did you like most about me? So you're basically telling them, no, actually, sorry, what am I even saying? They're basically telling you how to make more money. They're telling you which content to double down on. Okay, they're telling you what is bad, what is not bad. You're not doing anything. You're just letting them a form. They're doing everything for you. It's like they're working for you for free. Okay, so that's the best way you guys could go about it. Now, what would that do once again? Like I told you guys, that would come back to making more content, which that would come back to having questions, okay? So you guys understand that when you look at middle funnel, top funnel, right? They just go in a circle. And obviously even the sales add up, right? It's basically top of funnel is feeding middle funnel with leads. And the middle funnel is eating top funnel with more leads because you're making more content, right? It's, guys, I swear, if you guys have the right tracking system, it's that easy, it's that beautiful. You see how beautiful it is? And I'm being so deadass. Like, it actually makes me so happy talking about it. I'm not even capping, okay? Now, I'm actually cheesing, okay? Bottom funnel, right? You guys have the bottom funnel right here, which is conversion and sales. Now, they've converted. Now you want to know where your money came from, okay? Which reel it came from, which content it came from, which ad it came from. Okay, Notion is an app where you have to update it manually. It can't just tell you where the money comes from, okay? But that's where your dashboard money should be, right? And you should make sure that your team updates it weekly, or you, whatever, your sales team or you, whatever it is. You have Stripe right here, which you collect money, right? Stripe is one of the most common payments. And then you have Wall. Both of them have dashboards. Both of them have clients. So you know which dashboard client came and paid. So let's go back to the example of James right here, right? You said you remember when I said to keep a track sheet of him? So he booked a call. Now you would have said, okay, James booked a call this day, blah blah. Okay, James converted this day, blah blah, right? This call, this minute, whatever. If you want to be this precise, okay. But and then you say James converted from this reel, okay? Because or he came from a CT reel, or he told you on the form or in DMs which reel he came from, okay? Or which ad, okay? With Stripe telling you James paid what X amount of money, or WAP telling you, because they both have dashboards, right? Stripe and WAP already doing the work for you, giving you dashboards. Now you go on Notion, right? You update your dashboard manually. You say exact. So let's say you got 30K from Stripe, and then you got 30K from WAP, and then you can say 5K, you can do on a dashboard where 5K came from this reel, so you know which reel to double down on. Guys, this is the most important thing you guys have to understand, is that having the proper tracking system could make your life way easier, guys, because if you don't track every step from the first step where you acquired a new lead, to an interesting lead, to a qualified lead, to a client, if you guys don't journey the whole step, right, to it being a client, you guys will never understand where the money came from. Or let's say they did not convert to a client. You guys will never understand what the problem was. Why did they not convert? Okay, guys, having the proper tracking system will make you scale multiple 5 figures a month. And I promise you guys, if you guys don't have a tracking system, forget it. You see how, like, if you click off the video and then you tell yourself, okay, this doesn't help me. I don't know what you guys have been listening to for the past, let's say 10 minutes, 12 minutes. I don't know what you guys have been listening to. This is literally the exact system you guys have to do to scale past 5 figures a month. Like I said, guys, now watch this, okay? I already did it, but I want to do it again because I'm cheesing, okay? You have the bottom funnel, right? Which is your sales, okay? So you know which content made you money from the middle funnel. So what you do here is your middle funnel tells your top funnel what content made money. Let me erase this, okay? I'm cheesy. Let me erase this. Now what happens? Your top funnel gets the message, okay? And then he's like, okay, I'm just saying act like they're humans, okay? Guys, you guys can make it fun, I swear. He's like, okay, they fed me the information I need. Now let me double down the content I need to do or remove the content I need to do. You acquired new leads. Now you get them to the middle funnel where they get qualified leads, right? They make them qualified leads. Now the middle funnel gets it to the clients, which is the bottom funnel, which converts. And it's a circle, guys. It's gonna keep on going, guys. With the exact tracking system, your circle is never gonna stop. It's literally, it's us, it's Earth going around itself, guys. Okay, it's basically that. It's that easy. You guys just have to make sure you guys have the right tracking system. Okay. Now, if this video helped, okay, if you guys really like this information, you guys could easily find me on Instagram. My Instagram is gonna be down below. Okay, Karim.elzeinn. Okay. And then you guys could send me a free text. I'll send you a free audit, okay? Whatever you guys need, bro. Whatever you guys need, I'll send it to you, okay? And then I promise you guys, I don't care if it's free value for you guys. I don't care if you guys don't pay right now because I know when I'm going to give you the free sauce, I know that at one point in your life, you guys are going to convert. I don't care who you are. You guys are going to become my client because there's going to be no one as dedicated as me to put as much time into your business than my own, okay, guys? We're gonna make it together, I promise you guys, okay? Anyways, guys, this is all I have for today. I'm honestly cheesing because it's beautiful, guys. It's beautiful. Okay. Anyways, guys, Karim.elzeinn, guys. Make sure to follow, guys. Make sure to go on Instagram right now and follow, guys.